Turn my mic on.
What?
There we go. Good evening, THL. I am Quaz, and joined with me tonight is Silver Teapot Demon to bring
Hello.
you the final matchup of Hero Season 10. Jammies of the Notorious BIGs versus Brushy Tuna of Tan Pam Surf Slam. Winner takes all. Are you hyped?
I'm hyped. Are you hyped?
I am absolutely hyped for this.
Yeah. It's a big match. Very big match.
So
We've got Jammies is bringing Paladin, Priest, Rogue, and Shaman, and it's a mirror directly for Brushy Tuna. So it's going to be some interesting decks probably tonight, and some serious stakes.
yeah, if both these players who are 6 and 4,
Yep.
who brought literally these exact same 4 classes, the entire matchup comes down to them.
Welcome to the end, friend.
Mm-hmm. It's very interesting. It's gonna be a tight match for sure. I think. Do you have any predictions on how it's gonna go or anything like that, Quaz?
It's gonna be a 3-2 double shaman ban, and I'm gonna say Brushy Tuna takes it with his paladin being the last class that he has left.
Okay.
How about yourself?
I kind of want to see a 3-2 myself, and I want to say Brushy Tuna wins. With no. Actually, I'll play Devil Advocate. I'll go with Jamie's.
All
Yeah, I
right.
think Jamie's will actually probably take it, and I think his last class to take it all is probably going to be Paladin as well.
That was really bold of both of us to assume that it's gonna be paladin. I
Yeah,
really hope it comes down to a paladin mirror.
that would be nice. That's probably going to be what starts out the gate, though.
Probably.
With a double shaman ban, it'll be Paladin mirror, and then we'll see if anybody can turn it around.
Yeah. I think that
Yeah.
both of these players were expecting the other to bring warrior, because
Um,
this feels like as opposed to the rogue, because the other 3 classes feel very anti-warrior.
I don't know. Maybe they just. I physically feel like they brought it for comfort, because you are going into a big match into the finals round. So maybe you aren't trying to focus on anything particularly. You're just trying to play the best you can. So you pick the decks you're most comfortable with.
That's fair. That's the thing with hero this season. It wasn't really until playoffs that rogue really started to get picked as a option.
Yeah. I don't know. Also Rogue has kind of made more of a statement inside of ladder as well recently.
This is
So
true with
that's
Nazoth rogue.
yep. And also just um like Tempo Rogue being such a strong deck and everything. Rogue's a good class right now. But so is everything they brought. They're all really good classes, and um I'm hoping to see a Highlander paladin, not a Highlander paladin, a Holy Wrath paladin come out from one of the two players. That'd be interesting. It'd be a fun little twist.
If anyone's gonna bring, I think it's gonna be Jammies who brings the Holy Wrath, and I absolutely like. Not too many people know this about me, but Holy Wrath Paladin is by far one of my most played decks ever.
Yeah, it's before the release of Rise of Shadows and the rotation. It was Rise of Shadow that rotated things, right? Yeah.
Rise of Shadow, yeah, the introduction
Yeah,
of
yeah,
Rise of Shadows brought in the new,
yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Before the introduction to Rise of Shadows, I played a lot of like a 2 version that had Death Rattle OTK and Holy Wrath OTK inside of it.
Hmm.
So I played it quite a bit way back then, but not much since it started to make its appearance back into meta now.
Well, what really brought it into the meta was the reintroduction, the introduction of Satravar, which is such a fun card in Holy Wrath Paladin.
Yeah. Hasn't it made the deck just overall easier to use because you have multiple ways of putting.
Yes and no. Your your game plan can become a little bit more value orientated, and it's just knowing when do you go for the combo, when do I just slam down 3 Chevaliers and just win the game,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And so that's where a lot of it takes into place. And by far one of my favorite ways this deck has probably ever been played.
Ooh, I don't have let me just Yeah. So do you think there's any possibility that either player could bring combo priest? Is there either any
Wouldn't surprise me.
wouldn't surprise you?
Wouldn't surprise me. More specifically to target the rogue, especially
Mhm.
if I feel like if we are going to see a combo priest, we're going to see a paladin ban or a priest ban from
Mhm.
if someone's going to. Uh, and that's just because of the Holy Wrath or Secret Highlander or Res Priest are both very awkward to play against with that Divine Spirit Inner Fire combo priest,
Yeah.
and it just makes your reach a lot less comfortable. So unless you're literally playing 4 hours of one of those matchups, you're likely just gonna ban it.
Yeah.
It is playoffs, so like it would not surprise me to see one of them put in that practice for it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like you said, comfort picks here are going to go such a long way.
Yeah, and I don't know. I haven't personally played Brushy or Jammies, so I don't know how either of them are with aggro decks. And so if either of them are like consistently comfortable with aggro decks, they might pick that as just a comfort pick. But with the way that Res Priest is sitting in the meta, like it is very strong and can win a lot of matchups. So it's probably everyone's comfort pick and play there.
I
Um, go
I've
ahead.
only seen Brushy Tuna play a couple times, and ironically enough, it's always been Sunday Showdown that I've seen him play on. And for the most part, like I'm not saying he memes a lot, but usually the Sunday matches in general quite
Yeah,
often aren't what defines the week. Or
yeah,
it's not
but
to this
this time,
extent. Yeah, this time
yeah,
it
this time
does.
it does. It's very much the finals match of everything. It just it decides every little detail, which is great. Good content, right?
Yeah. That are just waiting to jump in. Oh, they are preparing to battle, so we should be getting bans here momentarily. If it's
Which
anything other
is
than a double shaman ban, I will be surprised.
I will be as well. With um Rogue having mainly two archetypes and Nazoth Rogue and Tempo,
Yep,
which one are you thinking it's
Temper
going to
Rogue.
be? Tempo.
Yep.
That's what I figured.
Temper Rogue, it beats out the priest. And if it's a Holy Wrath Paladin, it definitely beats out the Holy Wrath Paladin.
Yeah.
As opposed to, say, a Nazoth Rogue. Nazoth Rogue is really only meta when you're in, specifically on ladder, if you're in a niche where there's a lot of Nazoth warriors, or you're playing a lot of like heavy control orientated decks.
Yeah.
Just because you're going, it's more of an anti-control list, and just the only other reason I could think of maybe bringing Nazoth Rogue would be if you're going to let that shaman through. But even then, letting the shaman through, where there's hexes and stuff like that, it can
Yeah,
just
it's not.
cause. Oh,
It's
it's a
not
double
safe.
shaman ban, by the way.
Okay, that's
I just got word
that's to
from.
be expected.
Yeah. So I guess we can toss out that entire thought process right there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, I mean, That's
no real surprise, but you know,
yeah, no.
the more we talked about it, the more excited I was that okay, you know what? Maybe just to throw people off or to throw
Yeah.
off your opponent, you brought like such a niche pick, and that's the issue with the more niche picks. Most people don't expect them, so
Mhm.
you don't prepare for them. So all of a sudden, you're facing down this value-orientated deck that you don't know what value to get rid of, and what like when to use your control tools, and you just kind of are blindsided by it for the first game.
Yeah, for sure. That's a way to throw someone off, but I don't know how long it'd throw someone off for. If you bring some of the better decks in the meta, you still have a very strong chance of beating those decks that were just built there to throw you off.
Well, the only out of these lists, because with the introduction of Sathravar, Holy Wrath Paladin, we'll say this is the outlandish pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Holy Wrath Paladin, they've gone down to one equality, one shrink ray.
Mm-hmm.
I forget why they cut the second copy of one of those, but very few. Oh, just because they're so heavy, and Sathravar,
Yeah.
you're just such a strong pick with. Um, that's the only the real outside option that wouldn't have anything to really deal with an Azoth rogue, right? For a Secret Highlander, it has a lot more options to it.
Yeah. Well, Secret Highlander is it's a iffy deck. You can really your draws can really mess you up. I played it a lot and I still do play it quite frequently. And you either win big or you lose bad. Like there's almost no in between. It's very rough if you don't get the cards you're looking for on curve or a little after curve, because if you don't have because you're gonna burn out your hand. So with Secret Highlander Paladin, it's a very touchy deck. Yeah, it's got a wonderful win percentage and is statistically a very good deck. It still is super unreliable, at least in my personal usage of it, because it can either, as I said before, win big or lose big.
So I haven't played too much this meta. I've just been taking a step back from Hearthstone, and other than keeping up with like main archetypes, but the Secret Highlander Paladin, in your experience, does it play very similar to how the Secret Paladin of Rise of Shadows play out, where it was a very anti-synergistic deck?
Um, with Mysterious Challenger, no, it's got a decent bit of synergy because you are playing a lot of secrets very quickly.
Mm.
Um, but it's still got its issues because like you play out your good cards out of your hand so quickly that and you have no draw potential. So there's no actual like draw for it. You just are putting playing things faster than you can draw them. So you'll play four or five cards on a turn because your secrets cost like nothing. And then once you get to that point, you're out. You're just out of cards inside of your hand. And that's a lot of the times whenever I lose, that's the reason why I lose, is because I'm literally top decking for lethal. I'm so close. I'm so close to having that lethal, and I just can't quite get it. It's just that close out of my reach. And so with it being where it's at, with it being so stuck, I don't know if they've added draw potential to it, but in my list, I don't have any sort of like draw that will allow me to rebuild my hand if I have a play that goes wrong and I'm not prepared for it.
That's fair. I'm sorry to cut you off here, but we are hopping into the match.
Yes, we are.
And we have the Rogue mirror to jump it off with.
Priyev!
Well, don't know if it's quite a mirror yet, but
None can escape my fury. I am the Iron Hand of
Opposite of what we
justice.
predicted. We figured it was going to be Paladin, or at least I did.
I'm not surprised. Try and catch someone off guard with that if they're trying to bring Priest to open up with. Because this does look like to be a tempo rogue from both sides. Although Jammies is thinking about keeping this Vendetta, Evil Cable Rat Swashbuckler, and try and get the value
Mm-hmm.
into just kind of controlling the board early. And big pickup with that Edwin Van Cleef. The Golden
Hail,
Edwin looked so
friend.
good. Not even gonna lie.
A pleasant surprise. Greetings.
And just judging with these opening hands, it looks like Jammy is a lot more prepared for the early game of this matchup.
Yeah. Yeah, he has a much better early starting hand.
Hmm.
But I mean, once it hits turn 2, we could see just a tempo underbelly from Brushy.
I just like
mean-
tempo underbelly, just because a backstab into the Swashbuckler or backstab into just backstab just shuts down this place so hard.
Yeah, but I mean, you kind of have to do it in this situation. You don't have much else to choose from.
And if I'm Jammies here, I'm coining out that scimitar and just smacking face.
You could also coin out Evil Miscreant, getting the
In the early lackeys.
early
I
lackeys is
wonder.
always nice in hand.
Yeah. Especially paired something up with like something like a Questing Adventure if he gets it within his top deck within the next couple turns here. Like
Yeah,
he'll be able
it
to
could-
pop that off.
It's very strong. Or even if he gets Edwin in the later game, if he has more 1/1s to drop with Edwin, it just makes Edwin stronger.
Think.
Jammy's just thinking if he wants to take the trade or
Looks like he chose to go with the trade.
I like that out of Jammy's just kind of
Oh, okay.
okay. That is
Okay.
I'm in Brushy Tune. I can believe his luck. He's got his hand flanked by 2 Edwins here.
Yep, that's an interesting play.
So if this is how the match is gonna start, I'm excited for this. At this point, I think you value the 2 damage face. Otherwise, it's just an easy trade into.
Yeah, he's going with the 2 damage phase.
That's a. Is that the second? No, that's Pharaoh Cat. I kind of want to see either this Pharaoh Cat or this Evil Cable Rat come out, or Swashbuckler.
I don't know. You could argue to play both Swashbuckler and Evil Cable. Oh,
Yeah. I mean, like
it's
you're gonna play 2 cards, and then I think the Temple Berserker here is probably the
Yeah, I think
the
that's
highest
the other
value play.
Yeah.
I will show you fear.
Well, this is
It's a good removal of the Blink Fox there.
yeah, definitely definitely better line than what I initially considered. This is why he's piloting it and I'm not. I almost want to play the Swashbuckler and Hooked Centaur and just smack face a lot.
I don't think in this matchup he wants to be super aggressive. I mean, it would be good, but at the same
It's more about the highest tempo though, because you're assuming your
Awaken.
opponent at this point is also a tempo reader, right?
yeah,
Because that's what you've seen. Very few things get punished, unless it is like a Tecton, like Acidic Swamp Ooze. Which
is he gonna play the Edwin
I
just
think-
bare, or is he gonna
Oh,
play
what he's going to do is he's
Underbelly
going
first?
to play it so he can bounce it back.
I
That's
wonder.
understandable, yeah.
But my question to that is like, is it even worth it?
Yeah. I mean, if he plays it, he's down to 2 mana, and it'll go down to 1.
Think.
I don't think it's any more worth it than just playing Underbelly and then playing it, because you're not getting much more value out of it. You're just getting to pop your weapon.
Oh, you know what he could do? You could play
How much
Underbelly,
is this worth to you?
pop the weapon, play Underbelly again, and then play
Certainly.
Evan.
Oh,
Which
yeah,
is
he
the-
could.
which looks like it's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is exactly what he's doing. He's just trying to figure out his target now.
Yeah. And I like that,
How much
just
is this
kind of the
worth
most
to you?
aggressive play.
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
Yeah, and it makes it makes his opponent wonder if he's played the well, he played the one that he got off of
Only something he doesn't have one in
Off the pull.
hand.
yeah, it makes his opponent wonder if he has the other one, which is good.
Really
I
unfortunate that
wonder.
neither of these Feral Cats, because it's a, what, 1 in 3 chance, I think, to hit a minion from another, or reborn minion from another class. Or yeah, I think it's a 1 in 3. About 33%.
Isn't the only other two that are
I
reborn
wonder.
Micro Mummy and the 4/2
Well,
heal lifesteal?
there's those, then there is Restless Mummy.
Oh yeah, that's from okay, yeah, that's
Warrior.
understandable. Yep.
Just systematically cleaning off this board. I like that. Or I like the big end one. And then giving the reborn a lot of health to deal with. This Henchland
And,
bird came down at a pretty good time. I don't think you played this turn. I think you prioritized that waggle pick. Yeah. And just clear off the big minion. With the waggle pick in, and then you put Thunderbelly.
Think.
You don't really have much development on board. But at this point, you're just trying to stay alive. Oh, not so much alive, but like the value down on the board.
Yeah. I don't think the Cartut's a bad play this turn though, from Jammies.
Hit the
How much is
Pharaoh
this worth
Cat.
to you?
And there's that Restless Mummy we were talking about.
Yep.
Just to get the Underbelly online. Kind of like the Shooting Star. Or... I know it sounds kind of memey, but this Puzzle Box.
Yeah, I
can
was
just
about to
do
say, what about the
wonderful-
puzzle block?
Puzzle Box can either do wonderful things for you, or just
Think.
detrimentally hurt you.
I mean, he's getting very close to the turn that it's usable on.
Yeah.
The shooting star's not bad either. It's a decent pickup. It clears 2 minions off the.
And
Looks
he
like he
does
is
go
gonna go puzzle box.
I am excited for this. Puzzle me this, my dear friend. What do you pick between Plague of Wrath, 9 Lives, and Demon Fire?
Quickly.
Plague of Wrath?
He does
I
take
guess
the
it's
Demon Fire, which I like. Because it's just a little bit more removal that gets him to that Puzzle of Yogg turn.
Yeah.
At this point, that's pretty much all you're looking for is... Like, this upcoming turn, he can play the Questing Adventurer, Demon Fire, Sap. Just kind of create a semi-large threat. Although we see that that threat won't last very long with the Restless Mummy, Kartut, Double Vendetta. I don't know, if you're jammies, I think you're in a good enough position that you can just slam down that Kartut and not worry about the sprint. I think that might be
Yeah.
just us with caster vision, though.
It definitely is us with caster vision.
Quickly.
And this question adventure with the Sap pickup and Blink Box and Underbelly, like all of these cards are active and online. I would have liked this.
All good cards
I
indeed.
think you take the Hellfire.
I would say the Animal Companion's probably a better pick, but he's gonna go with Wrath and free both of them.
Swashbuckler into Pilfer. I like this because it. Just kidding. It does not get any card online in this deck. Technically, Leroy would have been lethal this turn. Actually, Leroy is lethal at any point now. That Consecrate, pretty good.
Looks like he's debating Metric for another spell.
At this, if I feel like he should have played the questing because he has all this cheap stuff in his hand.
Yeah. That would have been a very big body questing with not a lot that could have been done about it.
Yeah.
Give me a quest.
Quickly.
See him pick up another Eviscerate.
This Eviscerate could just be lethal this turn. This Eviscerate is lethal
Yes, it is.
Give me a
because
quest.
there is no way for him to clear all of this. Yeah,
He clears everything but
it's
Titanic.
just but Titanic, yeah. And he takes the damage anyways. Oh wait, no, never mind.
He
Because
does
it's 0 power, any
Yeah, it's 0
card,
power.
Eviscerate.
Yep. That's game one going to jammies.
Yep.
Well played.
I like this from Brushy Tuna. You're in the finals. You played all the way through.
Yep. I mean,
That was a grindy Rogue Mirror.
yes, it was. I mean, he didn't really have any way of stopping the lethal there, but he had no way of knowing it was coming either. So
No. Oh, it's pretty safe to assume that your opponent always has Eviscerate and Leroy in hand when you're a Rogue.
Rogue is typically one of my worst classes. So
I said opponent, not yourself. Remember, you always get Leok, and your opponent always gets Huffer.
that's true. Yep, always Leok over.
And now we see the Paladin versus the Rogue. So I'm disappointed because this means the Paladin
Fury.
My blade burns
is Holy
with
Wrath.
holy
Ooh,
fire.
Holy Wrath. But we're seeing it from Brushy instead of Jammies.
We are. I'm kind of disappointed that this isn't Jammy's fun little Paladin deck. At the same time, it's the finals. Don't expect him to have that fun little rogue deck or Paladin
I'm
deck.
talking about Brushy's fun little thing from last week.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
That was such an enjoyable game to cast, or games to cast. Actually, he gave me that list, and it's a really fun list. It got me to rank 14. you know, from ranked
Hello,
11.
challenger.
I like this double Christology start from Brushy Tuna.
Very strong, indeed.
Well, because honestly, you Christology, you get your
Swiftly.
yeah, you'll Christology. Odds are you get a novice engineer. So next time you play your flank novice, and then you are very happy. Swashbuckler putting in some happy work this game instead of just discovering random
Yeah, rogue minion.
hit. Here's this gosh darn backstab that is like the bane of distance for Brushy Tuna to start with, because it just means he won't be able to stick any minion to contest this board.
Who are we hitting
Yeah,
today?
but I mean, he's not too worried
That is
about it. He's
incredible.
got Wild Pyron in hand, so any
Hope you
board
like my
his opponent
invention.
plays, he can kind of just clear it up. So I think he's inside of a good spot.
Other than he just played into the backstab evil miscreant, although if your opponent has it, he has it at this point. It just feels really bad.
Me too.
I kind of like the coin weapon. You do end up taking 5 damage overall for it, if you include hitting the miscreant. But
Should
I like getting rid of that
I-
miscreant so it can't bounce back.
Yeah, that's a good play.
Otherwise, sure, you deal with 4 damage, and then he gets a value trade into Shadow Step. Okay, the chat is catching up, and it's just under a 1 in 2 chance for Feral Cat to hit another class's Reborn. It's 4 out of 13.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah.
Ooh, Pharaoh's Blessing is a good pickup for Tempo Rogue.
It is.
But he picks Silence over it.
Probably for the Emperor Thorson that will be coming down.
That's true, yeah.
Because if you can't kill it, as long as they're not getting that effect, like it's kind of a win situation there. Personally, what I think you do is you play the Wild Pyro, play Christology.
Looks like he's
And
debating the
just the
Hammer of
Hammer of Wrath.
Wrath play. Yeah.
Like I still, no matter what, you have to take 4 damage here,
Yep.
right? Either by keeping the 4/1 alive, which can grow very quickly and very easily.
And become much more damage.
Yeah.
Should
Especially because you know
I-
he has 2 lackeys in hand, or you know Jemmings has 2 lackeys in hand. Because the evil miscreants come down and neither lackey's been played. So that's 6 damage right there.
Options.
I think by doing this, you commit. Yeah.
Yeah, he's committing to smacking it with his face. This is a possible Edwin. But it doesn't seem like he's going that route. He's going to do Waggle and then smack face with as much damage as possible.
Like to play with fire?
This is really awkward, kind of clear coming out from
I hope you like
Brushy,
my invention.
where you're still even that 1/4 up, which value
Yeah.
trades.
From nothing, power.
Ooh, this clever disguise is nice. So is this betrayal.
Yeah, Betrayal's very nice as well. But we are going to see the clever disguise.
what's coming out from the disguise? Ooh, is that sack back?
Sacrifice. Yes, it's sack pack and curse of weakness.
That's-
Both war
That's
cards.
interesting.
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
I would like to see this Vendetta get played or a Silence. Just
Yeah,
make that
same.
Edwin just a little bit larger. Although this Subdue
Subdue. Perfect
Conk
timing.
is a clear. And at this point, you're just kind of looking to survive.
Yep.
I wonder if Subdue is a tech choice or
No, I think it's ran pretty commonly.
not really.
Hmm.
It is ran as a tech choice. I'm just wondering what the
I mean, he did play this purposefully into the rogue, so.
yeah.
But we are not going to see the concentration.
Reporting for duty.
I'd have liked to see this Elven Archer to take out the mech.
Yeah.
Just because you get so punished by.
Ooh, we're going to
Zillia.
see the silence come down on Blood Mage.
I like that. Control your opponent's card draw.
Yeah, but now he doesn't have the silence for Emperor.
Yeah.
Nothing. Power.
Ooh, Amira's. The unidentified contract. Is
I don't know. I don't
kind
think
of-
you take the Myras just because if your other Myras is within your next 3 cards,
How much is this worth?
or you get Myras from Myras, this makes everything super off.
Yeah.
And I hate to say this, but
This game might also go towards Jammies.
that's not so much that. I think Headcrack might be the one that finishes it off.
Yeah.
Although this Flash of Light is a huge pickup. Like,
And very good timing as well. Ooh, and then timeout right afterwards.
so what I like here is playing the Elven Archer, getting rid of the 1/1. Because no matter what, unless there's a second backstab, which he would have anyways,
Options.
he is forced to heal or hit twice. One of them is face
Reporting for duty.
onto the Kangors. Which is, I know it doesn't sound like much, but it's 4 health. 4 health right now goes a long way. What will likely happen is it'll just be 2 health, because if you're jammies, I'm using that Vendetta here on the...
On the Kangors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be
Because you
weaponing...
want as little healing as possible.
Yeah.
Oh, he's sapping it. He's not even going to worry about... I don't know if I agree with that fully, though.
I don't agree with it. Fully. With that set, because I'd rather just, like, you have the tools to have a dead Kangors. Although this is huge. Playing this Curse of Weakness now. To just not have any shot at removing. I think you have to Prismatic, hope you hit your Shrivala. Like
Which
that.
he did.
Oh,
But
no.
he hit a Holy Wrath.
Not what you
That's
want.
nope. Now he has to get him down below 25 health to be able to pull off the OT.
This is fine, though, because, like, this turn he can Shrivala Satravar.
Yep.
Yeah, so he'll have a Shrivala in hand, 2 Shrivalas on the field,
And 1 in deck.
and 1 in deck. Yeah, so he's gonna have a lot of healing potential. And let's just hope he can get the order right, unlike Titan or Ace right earlier.
Split your soul.
And he does.
It's time. Test your metal.
Guess what the discount's at? It's at 8.
I mean, he has the cards in hand to make it 0. So
He does have the cards in hand to comfortably make this 0.
although I don't think he wants to play Shrink Ray to do it.
No. I like this Thought Steal. I think you play the Thought Steal. Yeah.
Looks like we're gonna see a flash of light and a Holy Wrath.
Oh yeah, Thought Steal is from deck. So he doesn't know. that he has a Holy Wrath, or that Rush Tuna has
That
a Holy
one
Wrath
of
in
the- yeah.
hand that costs 25.
That's 25. Yep.
I wonder. Quickly.
Ooh, the Destroyer Demon was actually used. That surprises me. I forgot Sathrovar was a demon. to be
I did too. I literally just hovered over it as it was dying. Because I didn't
A
quite
tactical
realize.
error.
Ooh. Okay. Taking the 7. I guess thinking that, alright, he's not gonna just whip a Holy Wrath base because he's seen one in deck. There's the second Shrivala.
So now there is no Shrivalas in deck. Which he can then comfortably use Prislins to pull out some sort of different. And now he has an active Zephyrs in hand as well.
He does. It is a 4-cost Zephyrs, which, even if they nerf Zephyrs to 4 mana, I think that
It's
it still see play.
decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still decent.
Just purely off of what it does. It's completely and utterly stupid. I think you take March Shot here.
Yeah,
I know it's your
Marshall
most
was-
expensive option.
He's gonna end up mark shotting. Is he gonna take the 7 damage basically?
I don't think he can.
Oh, there's a Vendetta. He could take the Vendetta, and it'd cost 0.
Yeah.
I mean, he has to, right? He
He
has no
doesn't.
other way to do it. If he would have taken the other Vendetta, you wouldn't have to take the 7 damage face.
Yeah. Oh, at this point, I think you can get away with playing their Snake Ray if you're Brushy Tuna.
Quickly.
Although you don't really want to play it on just the 6/6. I think Brushy Tuna is not a lot. Wait, Fireball is lethal.
Yeah, he wins. He wins. That's game 3 going to Brushy 2.
That's what I like to see. The Holy Wrath not having to use Holy Wrath.
Yeah.
Tempo orientated deck.
Wait, was that game 2 or game 3?
That was game 2.
That was game 2. I
Yep.
said game 3.
It is indeed. I know, you're already sick of me. I'm sorry.
No. I just got what you said. I'm not sick of you.
My blade burns with
No, I just
holy
lost
fire.
count of time.
Interesting. Just blindly keeping Prismatic Lens into an unknown paladin. Which we can see is the secret Highlander. Well, secret for sure. Not confirmed
Secret
if
for
it's
sure,
Highlander.
but not confirmed yet.
Kind of like this full keep coming out from
Hello,
Jammies.
challenger.
Hail and well met.
I mean, he has a very good starting hand with a Sunreaver Spy on too.
Yep.
Got something to hide?
And if you're Brushy Tuna, you're just like, oh, he has the Uber nuts. What am I going to do? And it is confirmed that it is Highlander now.
Yeah. Well, Highlander Paladin's a very quick deck, so this could be the taker right here for game 2. I mean game 2, game 3, because statistically speaking, Highlander Paladin is just much quicker and does more damage and wins more often.
Yeah, yeah. Certainly does that.
And especially with his tempo. His tempo's very nice right now.
Do you know who is very good at drawing these Shrivalas off of Prismatic Lens?
Yeah.
Brushy Tuna. You really do not want to hit that timeout.
Yeah, no, timeout is definitely necessary in this game. I mean, but a 0-cost Shrivala early is not too terrible either.
A 0-cost Shrivala is going to be eaten by a defender at this point.
That's true.
This this power of the wild is kind of gross.
It's very gross. See an early flash of light.
And hero power.
Reporting for duty.
The only saving grace Rushy really has here is the fact that he has Sathrovar, Timeout, Emperor Thorson all in his hand, and Travala.
Yep.
But does he live long enough to see any of that through?
Well, I mean,
Is he-
his plan could be to time out next
Options,
turn, wait for the turn of Emperor Thorison, drop Emperor Thorison to reduce the cost of Sathrovar to play Sathrovar Shivala.
He'll still be one turn too late though, is the issue.
Yeah. It really sucks that that other timeout was pulled with Prismatic Lens.
I
Because
think
if you
you're
would've-
right. I think you have to time out here.
Yeah,
Like
you
you
have
just
to.
die if you don't.
Yep.
So that's 4, 8, 11, 12. Sorry, 2 damage off. You want to be a really good timing right now? This Zephyrs would come online.
Just randomly, oh, it's now online. Half my deck has been milled out, and somehow it's online now.
Well, I'm just trying to think of what other duplicates are actually in the deck. Just Shrink Ray. If he runs 2 Shrink Rays, which I don't think he does. Holy Wrath. Oh, sorry, it's duplicate. No, he has 1 Holy Wrath in hand.
Options,
What is the duplicate?
No, he's already played 1 Consecration.
Equality. There's no way he's running double equality, is it?
Should I?
Well played.
He's still 2 damage off
damn.
lethal.
Oh yeah, he is. I think he's just assuming his opponent has some sort of.
Well, the only 2 damage that he could possibly have would be Conk.
No.
Or I guess Hammer of Wrath attack.
Yeah. There's also they play the Blessing of Kings, which could have been playable on this turn, or the the Divine Shield Taunt Pharaoh's Blessing card as well. So there was definitely multiple ways that that 2 damage could have been attained. It's just Jammy's doesn't have it.
Converting stored energy.
1 damage. I kind of would like to see that be played onto the Mekaru, personally.
Reporting for duty.
Not that it matters too much. So what do? You
Timeout, subdue, maybe. I really don't know. He's in a bad spot.
subdue, timeout, swing with the hero power, or swing with the weapon.
Or maybe even use Elven Archer to pop something.
Pop the 1/1, I guess.
Yeah. No, snip snap. Because if he does pull, yeah. Well, yeah. I'm just saying he could. There was also Mecher as well.
Yeah.
If he pulls, he's got Wild Pyro in hand, so he could use Wild Pyro to try to board clear if he gets something off top deck.
He needs.
Flash of Light.
That helps.
That does help quite a bit.
To play with fire.
More so than the fact that it's drawing a card.
But his opponent got Blessing of Kings.
Yeah, this is.
You like my invention?
Unless you are
It's
playing
over.
Trevally here.
Unless, yeah, you've got to play Shrivala to keep yourself alive. You're within lethal no matter how you look. There's lethal on board. He's got to play Shrivala.
Yeah, that's.
That's the combo gone though.
Yeah. Well, you're at 21 health against a deck that is running out of gas.
Yeah, that is true.
So in theory, he could play Thorson.
And then Sathrovar Thorson.
Yeah.
And then
Actually, no. What you do is you play Thorson, let your Zephyrs go down to 1,
and then play
and then Sathrovar
Zephyrs.
onto the Zephyrs.
Uther do?
Okay, yeah, that makes. But then your Zephyrus is deactivated again.
No, it's not.
The one who... Oh wait, it only puts 1 into
Yep.
deck. You're right. In the hand 1, so you wouldn't have any duplicates.
Yep. So this really sucks. But I think you have to Holy Raft the 4-2. Actually, I guess he's back to 21 health. So.
Yeah, he's in a good spot.
Not really good.
Not
he's,
really.
He's
good.
comfortable enough to where he's not gonna get
Yeah,
randomly
yeah.
bursted.
Yeah.
That is Mysterious Challenger, if I can remember my cards. Yeah. That doesn't hit a single secret. Oh, never mind.
No, it's 4. It
hits
takes
4.
a second
Yeah.
because it plays quite a bit of secrets.
And those secrets are Redemption, Hidden Wisdom, Avenge, and Never
Some of the
Surrender.
better secrets. Yep, some of the better secrets. Now, the question is, does Never Surrender pop before Shrink Ray?
It does. Sorry, it pops after.
Okay,
Because it's
that's
after the resolution of the spell. That
There's
Avenge is
Avenge.
really not what you want. Wanted to see if you're brushy tuna. Because now you're in a very uncomfortable position.
Because that brings back a 6/1
That's
redemption.
10, 11, 12. That's lethal.
Well played.
Oh, Ragnaros. Yep, that's lethal. So that's game 3 going to Jammies.
And there is no way to avoid that lethal.
Nope. So that leaves just the priest
Yes.
for Brushy Tuna.
Yep.
Lazul versus Arthas.
I'm kind of scared. I was really hoping to see Brushy Tuna pull this out.
Saw this encounter.
It is a nice classic res priest. Ooh. Is that Sylvanas a commonly ran thing in the Paladin?
I do not think so. I can look. Let's check HS replay to see.
Yeah, I am tossed. I am not confused, but surprised to see that. I am looking for.
It is a popular card.
Okay.
It's not a core card, but it is popular.
Your fate is sealed.
You have my gratitude.
The good
There
old
goes
hero power
the heel
threaten.
face. Yep.
Onward to adventure.
It is only ran in one variant of the Secret Highlander Paladin, which looks like it is the highest win rate. Secret Highlander? No, it's not. Not by far.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Well, it's the most played. It's the most played. And it's only 3%. No,
It is
4%
not.
down. 0.4% down from the most. From the second most played.
Oh, I was looking at Nazoth. Whoops, my bad.
Your fate is sealed.
Why was I thinking of Nazoth? This Commander Rissa is going to put in work for Jammies.
I actually think that that Jamie's has a really good hand to play against a resurrect priest.
A very slow resurrect priest at that.
Yes.
I think he
Ziliax
Mass
isn't a
Hysteria here.
bad play. Well, okay, yeah, that would work too. I actually agree with that play. I think the Mass Hysteria is the way to go.
Because you proc Seeker.
And you're also not worried about Noble Sack stopping your Celiacs to punch, so.
Ooh, he's hovering over the Ziliats, and that scares me.
Unity.
I don't know. Personally, I would have played the Mass Hysteria.
I would as well, because now he's going to get double Noble Sacks.
Yeah. And Avenged. And he's gonna get double
Oh, yeah,
Avenged off
because
of it
it
as
will.
well.
Double Avenge as well.
Which, like, the double Avenge wasn't avoidable. Actually, it would have been single Avenge. Because I
Yeah.
believe the Commander Rissa
wouldn't have-
would have been marked as dead before.
Before it triggered, yes. It wouldn't have activated.
Alright, this turn you have to either Light Bomb or Mass Hysteria. You have no choice.
Light Bomb is the play, though. Light Bomb just works better, and this is a good situation for it.
Yeah.
Mass Hysteria you want to save for a later time, I feel. So maybe it wasn't so bad, but at the same time, it was not good either.
Yeah. This hero power cleans up really nicely for jammies.
Yes, it does.
I don't know, if you're jammies, are you contemplating pointing out that second Sand Wasp? Because if you top deck Zephyrs, it's just game over.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he's guaranteeing that his opponent's going to wipe this.
Yeah.
Like, if his opponent didn't wipe this, you for sure, Brushy for sure had lost.
Who am I? None of your business.
A mysterious challenger on 6 again.
And if you're Brushy Tuna, you're just like, come on, bruh.
Never Surrender doesn't really save mysterious challenger here.
No, but the
But
redemption,
redemption does. Yep.
Job's done.
That's twice now that Brushy Tuna has killed the mysterious challenger into a redemption.
Yep.
Wait,
Very
6.
unlucky.
So that puts him down to 8. Zephyrs
Is Zephyrs lethal? Yeah, Zephyrs is lethal, right? Because you can pull.
Yeah. Yeah, that's game 3. That is GG.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Yep. that's game.
Eviscerate, Wind Fury.
Yes,
anything.
Well
Yeah.
played.
Well played.
That's so. The series has been taken by Jammies.
That was a quick 3-1. Secret
Oh,
Highlander
very
Paladin.
it is. And I said, but early in the stream, when it wins big.
Yeah. So that means Notorious BIGs.
Are our winners for Hero Series.
Season 10 Hero Series champion. Congratulations to them.
They had an amazing series.
They did. They were the winningest team of the season too.
Yep.
They lost once. Like one.
I do have to say, congrats to Tam Tam Surf Slam for making it as far as they did. They came back from being the worst team inside of
Purple.
Teal to making it into playoffs
Purple.
on the week that we played them. Yeah, purple. Sorry, not Teal. Purple, and making it into playoffs all the way to the finals. A real dark horse in the mix.
You could say they're a real Dark Hawk.
So are we going to be able to pull Jamie's in for a
I will-
after-match interview?
Send him a message and see. There he is. Yeah. All right. Let me pull him in here. Am I friends with Jammies? Let's find out.
Probably not friends with me.
I'm not friends with you. I just figured that one out. I am also not friends with Jammies.
Well, now we're friends. Look at
Sweet.
that.
It's called networking, Mom. All right. And bring him in. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, congratulations on your win.
Oh, thank you.
So, how does it feel to be the Season 10 Hero Series champions?
It feels really good. We worked pretty hard this season, and I'm glad that I was able to win with Donde on my team. You know, I was his captain the first, or actually, I don't think I won when, or we won when I was captain and he was on our team. But I'm glad that I was able to win a championship with him.
Yeah, that gosh darn Donde guy, he's the worst.
Yeah, he's pretty
Worst with
terrible.
literally the best record in all of
Yeah.
Hero currently.
Yeah, but he lets me play on his team, so that works out.
So, Highlander Paladin then.
Yeah, man. I was debating between bringing the secret version or the the not secret version. Then I thought back to the days when you could just cruise on to Legend, playing Mysterious Challenger on 6, and thought I'd try it again.
So, I get that list.
Yeah,
Actually, I think we figured it out which list it was. It looked like the most common list on HS Replay.
it is. Yes, nothing funky either. I've been destroyed, but like Big Ted won 2 games against me last week with it, and I was just like, man, this thing is nuts. I got really lucky with my Hunter last week, and I was like, man, if this deck is this crazy, and Brushy's been playing Paladin this whole time, like Hunter's just gonna get rolled if I bring it. So I decided to make Paladin my Highlander deck this time around.
Thank you for bringing me back that PTSD.
Yep.
Ugh.
It was
All you gotta do is
very,
play Reno Warlock, and you can beat it.
it was a very enjoyable series. That first match was rather tense though.
Yeah. So like, out of all the classes, I would say Rogue is the most like where I feel like I'm either really good at it or I'm really terrible. Either I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, or like my game plan is completely messed up and I should have done something else. So in that one, I was like, okay, I'm gonna fight for board. Like pretty early on, I was like, he's desperate. He played the 2-3. It's his hand's probably not that good. I'm gonna fight for board and hope that I got that scimitar in my hand. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna wait for the moment where I can pop it and start going face. And I think I found the right time to do it.
It didn't really help that Brushy Tuna. So you had seen the discovered Edwin off of Swashbuckler, I think it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
He had another one in
He had an
hand.
Edwin, like he had his Edwin in hand from the mulligan. Like he
Uh.
grabbed it
Yep.
off or it came into his hand during the mulligan,
hmm
and it was just a dead card there, and it
The
felt so bad to watch. And then you just slowly just decimating him.
hmm
It was a really clinical rogue matchup.
Yeah, I was like we talked about it at the end of the match, but I knew like looking into the matchup, regardless of what archetypes he brought for his paladin or his priest, like the rogue matchup was going to be the one that really determined the way that that one was going to go. Otherwise, one of us was going to have to high roll the other matchups. So once I won with the rogue, then he counter queued with paladin. I counter queued that with paladin, and then I just got lucky with Highlander paladin. Like,
Into Holy Wrath.
oh yeah. Well, wasn't that one the well, all the games are blurred together now. I got that one from the road game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That match, I don't even want to think about that one. I messed up so bad. I should have shadow stepped my 2-3. And as soon as I didn't do it, I was like, I should have shadow stepped my 2-3. I don't think it would have mattered, but that was definitely a bad play by me there.
Well, I mean, once you got into the Holy Wrath versus Highlander Secret Paladin matchup, it was rather, the stats were rather polarizing in your favor.
Right. Yeah, that one. Yeah, and yeah. So it was and then I built I don't know how he built his priest because I barely got to see any of it, but the version that like our whole team runs is pretty greedy with the Hakar, Seances, and Elysiana.
Yeah, well, that's mostly used for the mirror, so
Right.
it was a very uh very rough matchup for Brushy, but you had a really good whole series, and it was very enjoyable to watch.
Hmm.
So, congrats on your win again. I don't
Thanks, man.
know. Anything else you want to say, Quaz?
I don't have any other comments other than the fact I will be seeing you and the rest of the Notorious BIGs on Saloon on Tuesday. So make sure you
I
clear your calendar.
I think I might have work, but I'll double check.
It is 6
Eastern.
6 Pacific, 9 Eastern.
Okay, I might be able to catch like the end of it. Maybe because I usually get off work at like 6, so hopefully I can.
Okay.
If not, I'll just call in from work and sneak into the back or something, you know.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for being up this late. I know it's about to be midnight over there.
Nah, it's 9 o'clock at night. I don't know what you're talking about, fam.
Yeah, it's 11 p.m. here.
Oh, okay. Well, it's only where I am, so I'm about to go chill and enjoy the rest of my Sunday.
Yeah,
You do
you do
that.
that,
Congrats
man.
on your.
Thank.
Congratulations.
Bye bye.
Anyways, I believe that wraps it up from us. Unless you have any other comments there, Silver?
Nope, just that check out Last One Standing on Tuesday, and that this was an incredible season. And yeah, see you next, right?
Yeah.